A very good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Neha Dubey, Associate Professor in the Department of MBA in SIRT Bhopal. Today, I am going to discuss the topic of research methodology subject of MBA second semester. And we will discuss the characteristics of a research methodology. So here are the some characteristics mentioned. We are consider it as a generalized characteristics required for a research, that is generalized, controlled, rigorous, empirical, systematic, reliability, validity, employs hypothesis, analytical and accuracy, credibility, and criticalness. We will discuss it one by one. Generalized. So what we understand by the generalized characteristics of a research. The researcher usually divides the identified population into a very small samples depending on the resources availability at the time of research being conducted. And this sample is understood to be the appropriate representative of the identified population. Therefore, the finding should also be applicable to and representative of the entire population. In very simple language, we have selected a representation of a sample from the given population, and after the completion of result, the whatever the output or the result we have achieved, it will be generalized to whole population from where the sample has been taken. Control. The concept of a control implies that in exploring causality in relation to two variables, you set up to your study in a way that minimizes the effects of other factors affecting the relationship. So some variables are classified as a controlled factors and other one is a possible effects of a controlling factors. So here the controlled one is that, so you have to take in the variables or the factor so that you can control, and there is no very much variation in these relationship between these two factors. The next one is rigorous. One must be careful in ensuring that the procedure followed to find answers to questions are relevant, appropriate, justified. Again, the degree of rigor varies markedly between the physical and social sciences and within the social sciences. Empirical is what? The processes adopted should be tested for the accuracy and each step should be coherent in a progression. This means that any conclusion drawn are based upon the data gathered from the information collected from real life experiences or the observation. So in a rigorous, the continuous follow-up has been done. In empirical, whatever we are testing or whatever we are trying to prove, so we have to move ahead in a very systematic or a step-by-step manner, and in each step there is a verification or a progression should be find out. If we verify, so that we can up to date that we are going in a right direction. Systematic, of course, it's a very much systematic process. It is study should be carefully drafted to ensure that a resources utilization is optimized, and chaotic or disorganized procedure would never yield expected outcomes. Reliability, the data on which we are reliable, so it should be very much accurate or authenticate. The measuring tools, the calculations, it should be very much accurate or reliable. So degree to which the result of a measurement, calculation or specification can be dependent on to be accurate. Validity and verifiability, it is the extent to which a concept, conclusion or measurement is well founded and likely corresponds accurately to the real event. Means whatever we are trying to prove, so it is very much validate. It can be verifiable. Otherwise, we cannot conclude it that it can be generalized to the whole population. So employees hypothesis, it can be employable ability of employing the hypothesis. Any research definitely begins with the formulation of hypothesis, as we all know. It is a supposition or a proposed explanation made on the basis of a limited evidences as a starting point for the further investigation. Hypothesis is what? It's a presumption. Okay, it's a guess. Guess in between, we are saying in that statement there is a relationship between the two variables, or there is no such relationship, and trying to prove or disapprove it. In a simple words, it is an idea around which one starts working before it actually converted to the research. The next one is analytical and accurate, our research should be focused not only about what is happening, but also on how and why a particular phenomenon process draws a certain conclusion. Any data collected, if does not yield results or in unsuitable to be used for a further studies or application, disrupts the purpose of research. So therefore, the data collected should be reasonable and free of errors to be easily analyzed. Because without analytical or the without analysis, we cannot say that this phenomenon or a proven things are has been very much sure or authenticate or accurate, because we are not did the any kind of analytical research. Accuracy, it is also degree to which each research processes, instrument and tool is related to each other. Accuracy also measures whether research tools have been selected in a best possible manner and research procedure suits the research problem or not. Last is the credibility, the extent to which an analysis or of findings can be treated to be a trustworthy is termed as a credibility. And this can be possible use of a best resources of information and with the best procedure. And critically scrutiny of a procedure used and the methods employed is a crucial to a research inquiry, and the process of investigation must be foolproof and free from the drawbacks. So the process adopted and procedure used must be able to withstand critical scrutiny. So this is all about the characteristics. Hope I'm very much clear to you. We will describe with the example and in a detail in a types of research topic. We will meet you in that topic. Till then, have a nice day and we will meet you again. Thank you.